Hey Alyssa, I just got done watching your video and I completely agree with almost everything in here. Um, I really liked this last slide that you gave. It really broke it down pretty good. The NADH says here that it's 2.5 ATP, FADH 1.5 ATP. I've got no problem with that. And then you do all your calculations and we add up to 32 ATP. And I also found this when doing my research that the estimate is 30 to 32 because the NADH and glycolysis can't directly transfer its electrons and has to use a shuttle system. I also saw in places that this could be because the intermediates of the of glycolysis can be used in other systems of the body, so that made a lot of sense to me too. But yeah, all in all, you did a really good job with this video. It was super easy to follow. Your PowerPoint was well made and very well thought out, and all of it seemed correct. And the prompt for the response section was how much is generated anaerobically based on the information you had here. And you say it right here. We had 2 NADH from glycolysis and 2 ATP from glycolysis. So that would be 2 ATP right there, straight up from the glycolysis, because it's the only anaerobic part. The citric acid cycle and everything else is not um, anaerobic. So there we got 2. And because you said the shuttles have to go, I found that the NADH produced in this section, or this part, was 1.5 ATP, and that kind of makes a little bit more sense because if you multiply that by 2, because we have the 2 NADHs from our glycolysis, uh, you multiply it by 2, or by 1.5 by 2, and then you get the 3 added to our 2 ATP, that gives us 5 straight up from glycolysis, which is what I believe you would get from there, which agrees with me. And then in the end, it'll also add up to 30 here. But the way you summarized it here makes a lot of sense as well. As it mentions the decrease in the exchange rate of NADH to ATP. But what I found was it's more like 1.5. But like we know, it's all kind of made up and hypothesized by doing laboratory experiments. This isn't necessarily directly observed in the body.